Welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue to hopefully get better at combat as we go. I'm not going to read these anymore, guys and gals. This is just, these are stupid. Sorry. I know, like I said, I'm super appreciative that the folks who backed it, and it's really cool that they did, and I am grateful that it's basically what caused Pillars of Eternity to even exist. But at the same time, meh. They are kind of silly and somewhat stupid, so meh. Alright, looks like we've made it near the end, at least, of this area. So really, we just have the one room that we can either choose to go check out or not. I'm going to go take a peek. This should lead us outside the statue with the legs and all that stuff. If I'm correct, I'm going to be pretty happy. If I'm not, I may just end up dying immediately. We'll see. Okay, yep, nope, 100% right. Cool. So we've cleared out quite a few little areas and various different things. I'm pretty happy. See, they say you can queue a string of actions by holding down the shift key. I've tried that, and it works sometimes, but it doesn't work every time. That seems to be the big part where I have a hang up where it doesn't seem to work, is if I tell somebody to cast a spell and then attack, they don't seem to do that.
Nothing is closed to the perceptive mind.
Lockpicks required 3. Oh, so this is the first time we've actually run into this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this looks bad. Blood congeals under this corpse's slashed throat. Sorry, this seemed like an odd way of phrasing things, but it seems accurate too. Oh boy, why do I have a feeling this is going to go very poorly for me? All right, we're gonna do a quick save, and then we're gonna gather up our crew. We're going to see what happens when we walk into this horrible place.
I'll take a look.
The man's arms are cut open from the elbow to the wrist. This doesn't seem good. Unlock with the old dungeon key. As you approach the blood pool, the viscous liquid churns and bubbles. You feel essence rising to the surface, reaching out to you, whispering. Someone should clean that up. Some strange power seems to be animating the blood. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that, whatever it isn't benevolent. A place of death. We should not linger here. A bubbling cauldron of Skane's hateful seed. He may be sniveling and cowardly in his ways, but he has never lacked for focus. Scotty peers at the bubbling pool. This is the work of something foul. We should keep moving. Extend your soul to the... Well, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's do it. Oh gosh, what am I doing? The faint whispers resolve into a cacophony of voices. You imagine yourself surrounded by 100 men and women. Their naked flesh is scourged and bloody, or skinned and covered with flies. Their eyes are missing, replaced by glittering black stones. The voices cry out in unison. What's this? Another soul come to rage and burn, or merely to watch? You may be a long time in waiting. Our work today is already finished. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? A woman's voice replies, nobodies, serfs, and thralls, and whores, and used and thrown away. Almost all we had was taken from us, but what little remained we gave here. They hover at your soul's edge, feeling you out. Our fury burned within us, unquenched and unfed. But hate can be fashioned into a weapon by those willing to pay the price. Another voice speaks. In life we were weak, but in death we made a choice. Choice carries power. What kind of power? You can escape your oppressors and move on. The power for revenge, yes, to exact justice, to defend innocents like you. What kind of power? A voice cackles. If you must ask, then you have never had need of revenge. They probe at the boundaries of your soul, exploring your essence. It is a shame there is nothing in you we could use. The soul sinks back into the pool. Hold, I would know what you have done here. The pool itself begins to ripple in the sound of a dissonant chorus of perverse laughter that rakes at your ears. The lapping blood stirs a large metal cage half submerged in the center of the pool, and it creaks loudly as it rocks back and forth on a rusty pulley, as if to answer your question. Wait, let me ask you more about this place. The time for questions is over, Watcher. The blood pool is still. I assume if I answered revenge, that would have got me something different. This corpse is bent forward as if watching her life's blood trickle away.
I shall do as you ask.
Well, even if this costs me some extra lockpicks, that's fine.
What you ask is done.
Decent experience that we're getting. The pool of blood is still and quiet now. Well, I guess we've done all we can here, and I guess I've missed an opportunity.
Nice and quiet.
So, I apologize, folks.
Something lies
Oh, boy.
here for the eyes.
Hey, you disarmed something. Wow. Congrats. We already did this. What is this? The Crypt's Master Key. Yeah, we have that as well. We haven't read it yet, but we do have it. There's potential disaster in that room. Small wicker statues with black stone eyes are placed between the flickering candles. Well, it looks like we're going to be doing battle with a fanatic and a sentry. Guys, what are you doing? Why am I always stuck in a stupid spot? Itumak, just stay off to the side. Aloth, get out of the way. And Dummy, get over there and do dumb things. That's Itumak that's so hurt. I'm like, oh my gosh, you there? How are you so hurt? It's not him. He's fine. Alright. Free loot?
Of course.
I say free, I mean I had to fight my way through and take it, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, nothing really going on there, so we have a few places left. By a few, I mean basically just this spot right here.
This may prove useful.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Ready, Watcher.
How may I help?
Perhaps we should cautiously step to the side here. No?
Hey.
Just fancy yourself a goober and just gonna...
Your thoughts
okay.
must flow deeply indeed. Do your eyes see what mine see?
Nope. That's why you have the eyes. If only your skill was slightly better than it is. I mean, maybe we can...
Hey. Yes?
I mean, maybe.
Ready, Watcher. Ready, Watcher.
How may I help?
Alright, so we're going to casually move everybody over.
What?
It's not the ideal situation, but it'll work. Just gonna, like I said, just casually move folks over.
Ready,
Come
Watcher.
close to where they need to be. Hopefully not pulling endurance here and stepping on something he's not supposed to step on.
Ready, Watcher.
She really tried to do there, by the way. Alright, so if it's just the three of them, we should be okay.
Hey.
If there's more than three of them, we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a hard time. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and attack you. Should move there and get all of you to do sort of horrible things as well. Oh, he's taking a nap. That's not good. Yeah, you guys should probably be doing stuff too. You can probably come over here and go into full bore mode. And then we can do this with Dorance. Okay, and then let's do this. Attack from the backside, just slaughtering everybody with the beam of doom, and there it is. I gotta say, I really like that Beam
I'm
of
here.
Doom skill. It is quite good.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
They shall see nothing while I see much. Uh-oh. What have I done? Oh, I don't know that we're ready for this. It's Wymond. A large bull-necked man in a hood helps a young elven woman down from a glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten with fresh
You
blood.
may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town. The transfusion.
Uh-huh. The girl sobs into the back of her
The
hand.
transfusion will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless.
He turns to you with
I
a
hope our new visitor does not complicate matters overly.
cold glare. What's going on here?
Subversion. The black sheep cousin of justice. Or haven't you heard Lord Heron's tale of woe about a missing daughter and an impending marriage? He's sent his soldiers to scour the village while he bides his time at the Dracogen Inn.
Huh. Probably should have visited there before I came down here. However, wasn't really sure that, I didn't expect this all to happen when I came down here originally. I thought it was going to be kind of a straight through path, everything else. So, again, hindsight being what it is, did stuff a little out of order. Hopefully it doesn't bite us on the backside. We'll see.
You of all people should understand what I'm doing. I don't know who you are, but I can read that look of discontent on your face. Polite society frowns on your struggles and ideals as much as they do my animancy and Scan's rituals. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from.
He pauses. You hear a smile in his voice. He takes a lock of the young woman's hair in one large, blood-smeared hand. What are you talking about?
Lord Heron's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid anyone who might know differently. She's his niece, and she's carrying his child.
Well, that's disturbing. He looks to the young woman. Sagani's eyes are bright, white orbs against her face paint. Her own kin. Her voice goes quiet. I know how I deal with that one. Why would he do that? You can't be serious. That's horrible. I'll kill that monster myself as soon as I return to town. Are you sure? That just seems a bit far-fetched. Why would he do that?
Heron's own wife's delivered nothing but Hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Elise, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl, his own niece.
And animancy is part of your plan to destroy him? You didn't have to resort to violence. Someone could have just helped at least. Couldn't he have gotten a child by some other means? And animancy.
This isn't just about Heron to the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege, people like Heron, are so often insulated from the consequences of their actions. The charged essence of dozens of maltreated slaves and underlings is already taking root in her mind.
It seems harsh to her.
Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way. People won't be able to look away from Heron's sins then.
But she's like the innocent in all this. Like, why are you doing these horrible things to her? Ha! Leave it to Skane to go to such lengths to avoid confrontation. How will this lord learn if he is not directly punished? Break this lord's body, bestow on him 100 red gifts. Let him know why he must suffer. Only then do you correct the problem.
I do not wish to destroy Nestor Heron. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The deeds of his house will be eclipsed by his ruin. foes will hear his name and shudder with pity. And any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association.
Huh. Watcher, do not let this girl and her child become fodder for revenge. Let me touch her mind. I can free her from this snare, as well as from the memories that hold her captive. Do it. The grieving mother bows her head. Thank you, Watcher. You feel her reach out, persistent yet gentle. Elise does not move, but the grieving mother trembles with exertion, and the air around her rings with the sound of chimes. At last she collapses, her energy spent. The strain throbs in her mind. For just a moment, Elise's eyes close. When they open again, her expression is blank. But as she takes in the scene before her, you, Wymond, and the machinery in this strange, dark room, her confusion turns to fear. She lets out a choked cry.
Kill them. All of them. If she can't destroy Harmond, then we can destroy his legacy with her.
Wow, this guy. He curses under his breath and turns to the other cultists. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. Can I control her? Nope. Okay, so she hurt herself. That's not good. Oh, she gave herself a concussion. Because of course she did. Well, that could be a problem. But, you know what? All things considered, I suppose this is probably the best possible outcome right now. So, we're going to charge you down. I am going to cast horrible, horrible, bad, bad, bad spells on many, many people. Including, but not limited to... Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to summon worms first, because that seems like a non-terrible idea. Then we're going to cast this horrible spell. Itumak, where are you at? You're there. I want you on him. I want you to do this. You're already doing something. That leaves... Durance, I guess? Okay, so all sorts of really bad things are starting to happen. Elise is running. Our drakes are here. They're going to actually focus on that one. I am apparently in combat right now. I think I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to cast this. Assuming I can. Okay, that seems to be working. Circle of Protection seems like a really good skill to have going right now. Okay, that worked. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm really, 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 really hurt. And I look like I'm about to go down, which is bad. I'm going to cast some more healing for, well, pretty much with everyone, for everyone? I don't know. It's not looking super good right now. Okay, so we have some healing going. It's okay-ish. I'm gonna cast this as well. And then once that's cast and done, I'm going to throw out some hatred this way. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's starting to look not good for us, I guess. I really need you to knock him down, if that's possible. Then I need all of you to do this. I would like you to get over here. And I want you to cast this spell. Okay, paralyzed or not, it should be fine. Get her to step over here. Actually, I think she can just stay right there. It's fine. Cast, skein creatures there. I don't know what's going on. I'm still getting wrecked quite badly, though. I'm going to cast this spell. I think Durance is going to bless everyone, maybe? I am still alive. That's a good sign. I'm going to go into don't kill me mode. If I can, which I can't. Of course I can't. Are you unparalyzed yet? You are not. So I need you to run over here now. Okay, I am back to life. I am going to go with removing you from combat altogether. Okay, spells are going out and they're doing pretty good stuff overall. We're going to cast spells on you. I'm going to go with this. It's unfortunate that at least one person had to go down there. I'm actually in shock that Itumak is actually still alive. Like, how is that a possibility? It's a little funny. It's a little funny. Oh, they just captured Itumak. Alright, well, good job, guys. I mean, I went down, but only briefly. Alright, can we take you out? And the answer is yes. Yes, we can. Okay, as soon as Itumak is back up with us, there we go. The young woman blinks at you and takes a few steps back. Stay away! I don't know. She shakes her head and rubs her temples. What happened here? Skane cultists kidnapped you. She looks around at the dead cultists and pulls of blood, her eyes widening in fear and confusion. But what? She winces and pitches forward, holding her head. Haley has wings. I can hardly remember a thing. She pauses, her brow furrowing. She mutters something in a dialect of Rautai, something along those lines. Then Avalian. No, my name is Alis. Her fingers dance at her sides, plucking at the air in 3 repeated motions. A liar. The opening notes of The False Night. Her twitching fingers brush her swelling abdomen. She looks back at you, a question in her eyes. There's a reason you forgot, Alis. It's best not to remember some things. You're a young noble who has been taken advantage of by her unscrupulous relatives. You're a young lady who found herself in trouble with powerful people. Don't look at me like that. It isn't mine. 2? I don't want to say that, though, because it's going to mess with her brain. Oh, this sucks. Alright, whatever. I'm going with 2. She nods absently. I also know I can't go back to the village, though. I don't remember why. She looks around at the strange machinery, and I certainly can't stay here. You're free to go wherever you want, Alis. Find the road and keep going. There's a temple on the edge of town. I'm sure the clergy will help you find someplace safe. You should find your way to a big city, New Haomar, perhaps, or even Valian Republics, somewhere with plenty of opportunities. Find someplace remote, avoid the roads, and keep to yourself. You can't trust anyone. There's a temple at the edge of town. I'm sure the clergy will help you find someplace. Oh gosh, what if I send her into some other horrible, horrible place? Oh, Obsidian, why? Yeah, I'm going to say the temple. The question sinks in slowly, but it seems to take root in the newly barren places of her mind. It's good advice. She takes a final glance at the blood-spattered chamber. I won't look back, and she hurries away. Well, that's a giant chunk of mess that we just dealt with.
I'm here.
What is this thing? Cables snaking along the floor and across the ceiling connect to the glowing glass chamber. Well, we just got a whole bunch of loot. And again, minimal problems in this combat.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
I almost survived. Everyone else did. Unlocked it with his key. And he's got a unique dagger. That's cool. Oh, we actually have his notebook. The looping scribbles are difficult to read, but as you flip through the pages, you can make out several passages. Near the beginning, you read, will be a suitable place for my experiments. There's an abundance of space, and more importantly, the locals are content to ignore it. I could probably construct... You skip ahead several pages. Willing volunteers, the legacy has brought many grievances to the surface, and capturing the essence is primarily a matter of timing. The ritual of the effigy serves as a good template for... You scan the middle of the book. Died and their essence evaporated. Next time I'll have to try a smaller concentration of the reagent too. And he turned to the last page. Noble from Defiance Bay. Results were mostly consistent across the other subjects. The challenge is always applying the method to an unwilling participant. But her situation may prove an advantage. If I could bring those memories of her uncle to the forefront, it might render her essence more susceptible to the process. Well, thick liquid bubbles inside the tank, releasing pungent scent. Motes of essence swirl in the mixture. Oh, what a horrible little scenario that just played out before our very eyes. I did not enjoy that at all. What is this? An ornate crest decorates the sarcophagus. The name on the lid has been scratched out. Well, there you go, ladies and gents. I guess we're gonna open the wall. Oh, yeah. Alright, so at this point, is there anywhere that we've actually missed? Oh, the Soul Hunter left. Oh, come on! I was going back there next. Son of a... I don't believe there's actually a place there for us. We didn't go through this, but that doesn't matter. And I don't know that we got any experience for any of this stuff. Oh, no, don't walk to wherever I just clicked. I apologize. I will take the camping supplies. Was there any other place that we didn't finish up? I feel like we did. I feel like we went everywhere that we had to go. Now all we have to do is leave. Well, I suppose we'll leave the same way we came in. That was, like I said, that was quite unexpected. I didn't plan on going into that place and it leading me through all of this and finishing an entire quest chain I don't even know about. We figured out, we know the end of the quest chain. We don't know the beginning of it, though. So that's kind of rough. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Either way, we're going to leave this particular building, and that's going to be where we break off the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and... I don't really know what's to come next, but we'll figure it out as we go, I suppose. I will eventually have to go to the inn and talk to the people there. I mean,
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes.
Can I pet him anyway?
It's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
Does your fox bite? Yes. Can I pet him anyway? It's your hand. I'm gonna pet him. I like it. I like it. Edair's cool. I like him. He's my boy. Okay, well, we didn't go into this place yet. I don't think we did anyway. We haven't gone into the actual inn. I think this is the blacksmith area. We haven't gone in there. So there's still a lot of stuff we got to do in town, running around doing various random things. But like I said, as it stands, we're on our way to the next level, and that's okay. Apparently, this is my reputations. We're 2 in benevolent, 1 in stoic, 1 in aggressive, 1 in diplomatic, 1 into passionate, 1 into rational, 2 into honest, and only 1 into deceptive. We've defeated over 575 enemies, which is pretty awesome. And let's see here. Just want to take a look at some of the stuff here. Most powerful enemy defeated. The grieving mother is the one who defeated Wymond. Cool. Sagani got the elder lion, and Eloth got the elder wolf. Most time in the party, don't care. Most enemies defeated, a player named Gus with 219. Most damage done, player named Gus, 18,130. And the highest single target damage with 68 going to a player named Gus. Most crits are from Eloth, surprisingly, though he does do a lot of AoE, so maybe not so surprisingly. The most hits is from Durance, but I suppose that counts from his AoE that he uses every single battle, and he hits both allies and enemies with it. That's my guess. And I think every time he heals, it also counts. Most damage taken, Edair. He's almost taken as much damage, closer to half. About 60% of the damage that a player named Gus has actually thrown out, so that's cool. And unfortunately, the most times knocked out is now me and Durance. I want to point out, up until like the last time we checked this stuff, I was the only person who hadn't been knocked out. Now I'm actually knocked out the most, where Aloth was the one that was knocked out the most. And he's now at 9. Durance is at 10. Sagani at 2. She's never been knocked out. He's only been knocked out 3 times. I've been knocked out 10. I think I'm reaching too far, and I should be relying more on spells and keeping range with my polearm as opposed to tanking. I should just let Adair do it more often. Anyway, folks, that's it for this episode. I will see you next time with more Pillars of Eternity, the White March, or the Definitive Collection Edition thing of whatever. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.